Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3 video. Over the past week, our attention has turned more towards Jurassic World Rebirth and Jurassic World Evolution 3 with the anticipation that we will finally be getting that announcement trailer. Unfortunately, it didn't quite happen, but we did get some news about when to expect the next Evolution trailer and also some news regarding Jurassic Park Survival. So it's been a whole news-filled week, let's say. So understandably, Chaos Theory has kind of taken a back seat. Today, I did initially have one video planned to make, however, overnight it seems as though 5 other images have also released that I'm kind of entitled to go ahead and discuss. So it is a lot of fun. Images are finally releasing. We are just less than 2 weeks to go now until we get to see this third season of Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So thanks to DreamWorks on Facebook, we've been given 5 official images and a 6th one that we'll discuss at the end of the video over on their Instagram as well. But today, let's focus on the specific dinosaur images because I know you guys are here for dinosaurs. Everyone loves dinosaurs, right? But just quickly, if you haven't already done so, please do consider pressing that subscribe button as we are aiming for 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and 2025 is a fully jam-packed year, especially if you're a Jurassic fan. We have Chaos Theory Season 3 and Season 4 coming this year, we have Jurassic World Rebirth releasing in July, and we also have Jurassic World Evolution 3 set to release later this year as well, with Jurassic Park Survival estimated to release in 2026, so there's plenty of Jurassic content for you guys to enjoy, so make sure you stick around by pressing that subscribe button. But let's forget all of my begging that I've just been doing, and let's get into the latest images from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3. So yeah, it's very exciting. We've got a few new images to delve deeper into, and the first one we're going to be talking about is this shot of the Pyroraptor. My goodness, does it look good. Oh my goodness, does it look good. Wow, I'm used to seeing Camp Cretaceous, and the models in Camp Cretaceous always stood out to the rest of the animation. It looked really good, but there is something about the animation in Chaos Theory that just looks spectacular. And when we go from Season 1 of Chaos Theory to compare now to Season 3, I don't know about you guys, but the dinosaur models look so much better. Take a look at this Pyroraptor, for example. You can see the ridges on its scales, you can see the fur, the feathers. It all just stands out so very nicely, and I think this is probably one of the best looks of the Pyroraptor, not in just Chaos Theory, but in the whole entire franchise. We got a good look at it in Jurassic World Dominion, but I feel as though in this animated series, it just looks a lot better for some reason, and I don't know why. But yes, we are in the snowy biome of Italy, so I presume this takes place at the end of the Season 3 show. However, the main takeaway, despite the Pyroraptor being there, is in the background we get to see Gia's car, and if you zoom in enough you can actually see a face there that resembles Gia. So what I think is going on here is that they got attacked by the Pyroraptor as they make their way to the Dolomite Mountains, and then maybe Ben is outside to try to divert the Pyroraptor away. I don't really know what's going on in this scene, I don't really know what's behind the camera, so this is either a wide open set, or this might just be a setting where the Pyroraptor can just climb the trees or stay in the snow. I'm not too sure what's going on exactly, but it does seem like the Pyroraptor is fixated on someone after attacking the car that Gia is in. And considering how much love Ben has for Gia, considering how long distance it was, then I think it is safe to say this is probably Ben going face to face with the Pyroraptor. But how is he surviving? I do not know. Either way, our next image showcased, once again very similar to the Pyroraptor, a better look at the locusts from Jurassic World Dominion. Now the locusts in Jurassic World Dominion were absolutely phenomenal in my opinion, and whether you hated them or loved them in the plot purpose, they do look really cool, and I think we get a better look at them here in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. The only issue with me is that there's nothing really to size up this locust, because the whole big point of these locusts is that they're prehistoric, so they're naturally going to be a lot bigger than to the locusts we're used to in our world. But that's my only dislike towards what we see in this image. We can't really scale it up against anything, but either way, it looks phenomenal, and again, for an animated show, this just looks like it's taken directly out of the movie CGI, and it looks fantastic. Unfortunately, not quite anything in the background. The only takeaway that we can get judging by the background is that they are in the snowy biome, so we do know that these locusts are also in Italy and not just the Dolomite Mountains. which does make me think because the only locusts that were able to get out from Italy would be the ones that broke out after Lewis Dodson tried to burn them. I don't recall locusts being out and about before that moment, so maybe there might be potential that this scene takes place after that event, after the fall of the Biosyn Valley. But we do need to stay aware that Chaos Theory Season 3 isn't the end, we have a Season 4 coming up as well, and we were also told Chaos Theory was not given the green light to go beyond Dominion's story. Sure, it can take place within Dominion, but to go beyond, I think that's a little bit too much. So we're just going to have to wait and see how they're going to explain how locusts made their way to Italy. The next image showcases the Dimorphodon, and I can only presume this Dimorphodon, again, looks fantastic by the way, it just looks amazing, it just looks so good. But I can only presume this Dimorphodon to be the same one that was seen flying away, taking the scooter, which we hope to be Scooter Guys, because in the background we see some toppled over bins, so that would presume that Chaos is unleashing on this capital city of Valletta. So yeah, not much to take away again, but it does quite obviously look like Malta, and again, the model of the Dimorphodon looks fantastic. But sticking on topic with fantastic models, we get a better look at this Baryonyx. And my goodness, does it look fantastic. Oh my goodness, I'm going to say fantastic and amazing a lot throughout this video, I understand. But this is a scene, I think, from the trailer. It's not the exact same shot, but it is a different shot. And I can only presume it's the same scene of the Baryonyx. Now, in that scene in the trailer, it actually looked like they were outside amongst some smog. But this scene, the camera has changed angle and we can actually see they might actually be in the underground market of Malta. Now, in the Jurassic World Dominion movie, we do see some locusts being cooked as delicacies, the giant prehistoric locusts, that is. So, that could indicate that they're actually holding live specimens. They didn't import them dead, they imported them alive. And maybe they broke out after the chaos that Owen Grady and Rain Delacourt caused in this market. And what we are seeing here in Chaos Theory is the back end of all of that. So, seeing the locusts flying around and the Baryonyx there just looks so good. Noticeably, the Baryonyx does not have a mechanical arm, so it is not the one that we do see in Jurassic World Dominion, so since that one was a juvenile, maybe this one is the mother of that one. But next up, we have our boy Leonard returning, and as I said in my species breakdown list, we are probably going to be seeing the Listrosaurus at some stage. We quite literally have a full model of it. It was revealed just a few weeks ago, or months ago shall I say, after the release of Season 2, and of course they're going to use the model in this show, especially if they're going to Malta, and we get to see the Listrosaurus. Now, there's no confirmation whether or not this is Leonard to be exact, but if it is in Malta, then I think it is safe to say it is Leonard. Thing is, so Kayla only just managed to fly into Malta. She's relatively new there. She kind of knows the ins and outs, but she is somewhat relatively new. Now, she ends up selling Leonard to a buyer called Wiggy, who then paired him up against the Oviraptor. So I do think that Chaos Theory Season 3, especially with all of this information now, actually takes place during the events or just after the events of the Malta sequence in Jurassic World Dominion. And I think Leonard being there pretty much opens that can of worms a lot more. If I remember thinking correctly, I believe Kayla Watts was never initially supposed to be in Malta, and she always had Leonard the Listrosaurus around with her, and I think that's the canon that they were building behind the scenes to kind of hype up the movie exactly. So I think this is pretty much safe to say that Chaos Theory Season 3 is taking place during Jurassic World Dominion. But those are it for the 5 images that we got of brand new species, and now I want to talk about the 6th one. I'm going to try and keep this brief because I was going to try and extend this to a 5-minute video solo wise, but since, we got new images, let's pair them together. This image right here was actually released by DreamWorks over on their Instagram, and it states, "Humanity's new best friend, making the future of Dino Companion needs a reality." Now, whether or not this is an in-universe poster, that's another question for another day. We have to try and work that out. But in this poster, we obviously do get to see what I think is Panthera, and we also see the raptor handler at the same time. Now, I'm trying to look at the patterns because if this is red, then that actually sets up a really big story in Season 3. But either way, we do see Biosyn discussing what humanity's new best friend could be, aka dinosaurs, and the poster includes the raptor handler with the Atrociraptors, which of course, as we know, are companions amongst each other. So this actually aids to my theory that I discussed before Jurassic World Dominion even released. I suggested that Biosyn actually created these Atrociraptors after they understood and found out the discovery of the Indoraptor, and then they went ahead and created the Atrociraptors to try and make them more human friendly, essentially become dinosaur companions. And now, if this poster is anything to go by, it seems like they're actually following down my exact theory here, which actually sounds very, very good, and I'm quite proud about that. That these dinosaurs were actually made by Biosyn, and maybe the Raptor handler was working for Biosyn, who knows. But either way, those were the 6 images, and they all look so good. So yeah, 6 brand new images have released over the night for Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3, and judging by how fast we are getting these images, I won't be surprised if next week we may get 1 or 2 more images as well, leading up to the release of Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3. If you're excited for Season 3, go ahead and press the like button on this video, and also make sure you're subscribed so that you stay up to date on all of the Jurassic news, not just from Chaos Theory, but also from Rebirth, Evolution 3, Survival, and an untitled Jurassic World video game coming, I don't know, 2027, 2028, we'll see. Go ahead and let your thoughts be known in the comments below, but most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hey! Did you enjoy the video? Well, why not leave a like and subscribe for more Jurassic content? I appreciate every single one of you for reaching this point into the video and supporting me this far. If you wish to support me even further, then feel free to head on down to the description where you can find links to donate, my Patreon, and you can also press that join button to become a member here on YouTube and gain access to some awesome emojis. A massive thank you to all of the YouTube members for this month, as well as the amazing fans over on Patreon too. Your extra bit of support really goes a long way. But for now, I wish you a great rest of your day.